Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing another Bible reading today. Same Bible here. And we are starting on page 12 of this Bible, Genesis chapter 16, verses 1 through 16. This is all of chapter 16. And it is called The Birth of Ishmael. Now Sahari, Abram's wife, bore him no children. She had an Egyptian slave girl whose name was Hagar. And Sahari said to Abram, "You see that the Lord has prevented me from bearing children. Go into my slave girl. It may be that I shall obtain children by her." And Abram listened to the voice of Sahari. So after Abram had lived 10 years in the land of Canaan, Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar the Egyptian, her slave girl, and gave her to her husband Abram as a wife. He went to Hagar, and she conceived, and when she saw that she had conceived, she looked with contempt on her mistress. Then Sahari said to Abram, "May the wrong done to me be on you. I gave my slave girl to your embrace, and when she saw that she had conceived, she looked on me with contempt. May the Lord judge between you and me." But Abram said to Sahari, "Your slave girl is in your power. Do to her as you please." Then Sahari dealt harshly with her, and she ran away from her. The angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, the spring on the way to Shur. Then he said, "Hagar, slave girl of Sahari, where have you come from, and where are you going?" She said, "I am running away from my mistress Sahari." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Return to your mistress and submit to her." The angel of the Lord also said to her, "I will so greatly multiply your offspring that they cannot be counted for multitude." And the angel of the Lord said to her, "Now you have conceived and shall bear a son. You shall call him Ishmael, for the Lord has given heed to your affliction. He shall be a wild ass of a man, with his hand against everyone, and everyone's hand against him, and he shall live at odds with all his kin." So she named the Lord who spoke to her, "You are El Roi," for she said, "Have I really seen God and remained alive after seeing him?" Therefore the well was called Bir Roi. It lies between Kadesh and Bered. Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram named his son, whom Hagar bore, Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore him Ishmael. Okay, that was interesting. So basically, as we see this story of Sahari and Abram unfold as they move around in all this land, and she can't conceive a child for whatever reasons, Sahari has a slave from Egypt that they got back multiple stories ago, and she basically gave her slave to Abram so Abram could have a child, which I think is insane, but that's crazy. Just to read that out of the Bible is like, you basically gave, like, first of all, you have a slave, which is not like normal now, and you shouldn't have slaves, and that's a bad thing, obviously. But then you have this slave girl who's much younger than her, and probably scared, and probably threatened, and as Abram's wife, you give Abram, your slave, who's a lot younger, to have a child with. That's crazy, in my opinion. And then she has a child, can easily get pregnant with Abram, and then has the child. But she doesn't want to because she's scared, and Sahari is mad because she easily got pregnant. And when Abram and Sahari returned, that was not the case, and she was very mad, and she basically beat her slave because she was mad, but she gave him to Abram. So lots of weird things that don't make sense, that are wrong in a lot of ways. So she ran away, and then the Lord talked to the slave girl and said, "Go back and call your son Ishmael, and it'll be okay, and your son will be a great person," basically. And that was basically how it was. And we'll see what happens next in chapter 17. But let me know what you guys think about the slave and the situation with the pregnancy and her running away and how she was feeling and all of that. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.